Hey you guys, thanks for joining me today for our math lesson. It's going to not be a very long video, it's going to be pretty quick. We're going to do 3 different problems and we're just getting ourselves ready for when we come into the classroom on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we are practicing this in our math books or with centers. So we're going to get started. You may want to use your dry erase board and some dry erase markers and you can draw along with me, or you can just answer the questions and listen to my words carefully this morning. I'm going to be using words like least, which means smaller, or greater, which means bigger or more. And so I'm going to be drawing counters or objects to represent the items I'm using in my story problem. All right, so let's get started. And if you need to and you want to draw this out with me or write the numbers, pause my video if you need to slow it down and come back to it when you're ready. Okay, so now I'm going to say Harper ate 4 pieces of pizza yesterday. So I'm going to draw counters to show Harper's pieces of pizza. Nice and quick. You can color them in. You don't have to. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So let's make the number 4. Down and over, down once more. That's the way you make a 4. Good. Okay, now I'm going to draw Oliver's pieces of pizza. Oliver ate 3 pieces of pizza. So I'm going to draw 3 counters for his pizza. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's count to make sure I have 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So around the tree, that's the way you make a 3. Mine's a little slanted, but that's okay. Now, let's look at our counters and let's think, who ate more pieces of pizza? Harper did. She had the greater amount. Who ate the least amount of pizza? This is Harper and Oliver. Who ate the least amount of pizza? Oliver did out of those 2, the smaller amount. Good job. And we're done with our first problem. Let's try another one. Are you ready? All right, this time, let's have friends swinging on swings at the park or sliding down slides. So I have 2 friends at the park sliding or swinging on the swings. So 2 friends. So instead of drawing people, I quickly drew counters, and let's count to make sure I have 2. Ready? 1, 2. Good. So make a candy cane, give it a shoe. That's the way you make a 2. Okay, so these are my friends on the swings at the park. Now I have a whole bunch of friends who are running around and wanting to go down the slide together. Okay, 5 friends are going down the slides together. So I'm going to draw them quickly. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, nothing fancy, just my counters. Let's count to make sure I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I sure do. So, short neck, belly fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. All right, now looking at our numbers on our counters, okay? Friends on the swings, friends going down the slide playing together, okay? Which number is greater? Which number is greater? Good, 5 is greater because greater means more. So 5 is the greater number. Okay, now if 5 is greater, that means 2 kids on the swing is our smaller amount of kids, or group is our smaller group. Does that smaller in math mean greater or less? Smaller means less. Good job. So there are less kids on the swing. There is a greater number of kids on the slide or slides. All right, we have one more problem to do. Let's rock and roll through this together. Okay, now, since it's the month of October, although I don't have my orange marker, let's use pumpkins, okay? And I'll use Oliver and Harper again as examples. Okay. Oliver picked 4 pumpkins. So I'm gonna draw, you know what? Oliver picked 3 pumpkins. Let's draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And we haven't picked pumpkins yet, so I really don't know how many pumpkins Oliver is going to pick. But 3 is a good number. Let's count to make sure I have 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And making the number 3 around the tree, that's the way you make a 3. Now, Oliver's older than Harper, so Harper only picked 2 pumpkins. So down below, I drew Harper's pumpkins. 1, 2, and make a candy cane, give it a shoe. That's the way you make a 2. Okay. Who has the least amount of pumpkins? Oliver or Harper? Harper does. Least means smaller. So who's the greater number of pumpkins? Ding, ding, ding. Oliver does. And that is the end of our math practice together. We did a great job. I hope you practiced along with me or even drew it out. And this will get us ready for our math either tomorrow or Wednesday when I see you. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and can't wait to see you in the classroom. Bye, you guys.